Have you ever noticed how men and women, they have different and completely different ways of thinking, even if we're talking about the same subject? Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about that. If you disagree or not, you can just comment in the comments below, and I'll be happy to read your idea. But in the beginning, in Genesis, God, he sees Adam alone, and he thinks it is not good for the man to be alone. He saw that all creatures had male and female except human beings. So God creates a woman, right, Eve, and they get married. But in the New Testament, we see how Apostle Paul brings us a different understanding. We see how Jesus himself did not get married. And we see Apostle Paul saying about the benefits of being single, of living a single life. Now, which one is right after all? Should a Christian person be married or not after all? Well, that depends specifically on you. But the apostle also tells us about if you met Jesus married, it's better if you stay married. If you met Jesus and he came into your life while you were single, it's better if you stay single. Just that. If you cannot stand living alone by yourself, if the passions of this world, like you're gonna see, if it's too much for you to be alone by yourself, you're gonna be in porn, or you're gonna be going out at night with single people, one after the other. That is not the Christian way of being. So if that is something that is hard for you, is impossible for you to live by yourself, then you should get married, yes. But the apostle was trying to say that marriage, it involves exchange. You have to give yourself. You have to change daily. You have to know how to abdicate of many things that you like for your spouse. And I'm not only speaking women to men, I'm also speaking men also to women. And the apostle, since he already understood about this, he was trying to save Christians from having to suffer all of this. Instead, they could have a very prosperous, happy, joyful, full life, only serving God, like he was on this specific moment that he's writing. But it really depends on you and you as a Christian, if you want to get married or if you do not. The main idea of this text is that we as Christians, we don't live by ourselves, because when we meet Jesus, like generally this comes through someone else that you know, a friend or someone at work, or someone you know by some type of accident. All of a sudden you bump into someone and they start talking to you about Jesus, and you actually accept it. But when we read this Bible verse of not being alone, when you meet Jesus, you'll never be alone again, because first you'll have the Holy Spirit, and that the Holy Spirit, he will take you to meet other people, principally because one of your missions will be to send a message to someone else, to tell someone else what Jesus did in your life. I hope this video has been a blessing. Grace and peace.